Hey everyone, Derpy here, back with another Battle Pirates video. This one is my 2019 Assault Cycle Strategy Guide, recorded on April 7th, 2019. This is about 1 week before the raid, and I'm trying to release this to make sure I can help as many people as possible. So first of all, what are assault targets? Well, assault targets are a mix of buildings and ships, primarily ships. These targets deal penetrative and corrosive damage, so having things like defense or survival, evade, combat speed, turret, defense or survival is very important on your ships. You'll also note that assault targets, regardless of what color or type they are weak to penetrative and corrosive damage. This means you want to use missiles and scatterguns. The ships that have these characteristics that are resistant against penetrative and corrosive damage and also use missiles or scatterguns, some of them are shown here. The Nemesis X and the Saturn are the two best for this raid, followed by the Manticore. Also, the Phoenix and Skyfire are fairly good, and the Proto-Apollo will probably perform well. Maybe even the regular Apollo will perform well, although it's hard to know, especially because that's such a low-level ship. Now, as far as enemy ships, I'm going to go over them so we can learn how to defeat them. The first one here is the Daggertooth. It deals corrosive and penetrative damage, and is a submarine, like all the ships in this target. And all of these ships here will fire while submerged or above water, so it doesn't matter where they are as far as submerged or above water, and they will surface when you get close to them. So you do not necessarily need sonar or thermal, but that may help in being able to spot them earlier. My pro tip for this ship is that you can use it to retarget off of or attack it to deal splash to other holes. Like if you have a scattergun, you can hit this and deal splash to nearby ones, or if you have a Nemesis X missile build, you can attack this or retarget off of it to kill something else. The next ship here is the Stonefish. Now in my mind, this is fairly similar to the Gluttony from the last Scourge raid we had, except this deals penetrative damage, it has very high health, and it's, once again, fires while submerged, surfaces when you get close. And my pro tip for this one is you can use Phalanx or Missile Defense System to counter this. I am running my first raid 5 Missile Defense System 3 on my fleet. That may change, may not. But this is a missile ship, and you want to make sure you can counter it with lots of missile stuff. Next ship here is the Ghost Crawler. This is a big one. It's a fairly slow, but like I said, large ship. It deals both corrosive and penetrative damage. It has a high corrosive defense and a low natural penetrative defense, but that is boosted by nearby buildings, which I'll get into later towards the end of the video, so make sure you stick around because that is pretty important, especially if you are using missiles this raid. Now, if you're attacking with the Saturn, you want to rush in and kill this. Saturn is a bruiser, you want to use it like that. If you have the Nemesis X, you want to save this till the end and kite around and kill everything else before this one. The last ship we're going to talk about here is the Viperfish. This deals corrosive damage, is a very fast, annoying scout ship. The scout ship, because it has advanced radar and can see your holes in different fog things, which I'll talk about at the end of this video, which is also important. You want to take this one out early to blind other ships and prevent them from following you. This little yellow thing here is the Hunter stat. It allows everything to see you and target you inside fog banks. There are two main buildings we're going to be dealing with here. One's the Scatter Turret. This has corrosive damage. It's very high damage but short range, like many that we've seen. Just stay at max range and stay away from it. Do not run into it. If you are, get out ASAP. Stop before you can. Just stay away from this. The next turret is the Missile Turret, and this deals penetrating damage, long range, lower damage, but can add up if multiple are shooting at you at once. You want to make sure you have enough Phalanx or Missile Defense System to shoot this down, and also only engage as few at a time as possible. Now is the interesting stuff. So this next one is the Penetrative Field Substation. It is a support structure and it boosts Ghost Crawlers. If any of these are left alive in the target, they give the Ghost Crawler almost infinite penetrative survival or penetrative defense. Do not leave a single one left before engaging Ghost Crawlers if you are using missiles. Now, killing them may also, regardless of what ship you're using, trigger groups of enemy ships. If you use the Saturn, come in here, Nemesis X, come in here, kill this, it may unleash a group to chase you and kill you. So you want to make sure you have nothing else chasing around you while you're killing one of these, because it may trigger other groups. And that's something we're going to have to see once the raid starts. This last thing here that's important is the fog banks. Now, fog banks make you invisible to anything outside them, similar to what we have seen in the assault expeditions. You can hide in there and shoot at enemies outside, and it has a variety of uses which I have on screen. However, it is really important to note that holes with Hunter, the Hunter stat, like the Viperfish, can spot you and see you if you are inside these fog banks. So just because you're hiding in there does not mean you're safe. If there are ships that have that little yellow targeting ring, they can see you. And if there are ships that are in there with you, they can see you and shoot at you. It's kind of like a one-way mirror that the Hunter can see through. So this has been my 2019 Assault Cycle Strategy Guide. Make sure you click on the end screen here to see the recommended video, my most recent video, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like the video if it helped you, and go ahead and share it with your alliance because they will thank you for it. And as always, this is Derpy signing out, helping you be a better pirate.